So what I want to talk about in this video is a concept or perspective on the universe which asks, what if the Big Bang is analogous to the point of conception in the human reproductive cycle, which would mean that the history of the universe is really the story of the development of our brains. What defines life? Just one thing, the human brain. Our brains are responsible for everything, period. Not only are our brains the center of each of our universes, they contain our entire universe and quite possibly the entire universe. We each have a brain that is purely a natural structure, but what it houses is our mind, which is strictly a human technology. That technology has become so advanced as to be able to describe the entire universe. What we have learned about the history of the universe says that everything in it started out as a single point, surrounded by infinite nothingness. No time, no space, in fact, no differentiation between anything and anything else at all. All we can determine about this point is that it exploded and began a gradual expansion that would eventually come to fill much of that nothingness with something like 170 billion galaxies, each with billions of stars. Now, to be fair, another theory has recently emerged which says that there was no singularity, no point, and no Big Bang, no explosion. It's going to seem like I'm ignoring this theory, but that's only because I'm completely unqualified to comment on it. Especially since the universe is almost by definition an illusion created by our brains on behalf of the knowledge in our minds, I feel it's more sensible to approach the problem as one of perspective rather than one of measurement. Because any physicist will tell you that measurement can be a very uncertain thing. At the moment of conception, when the sperm penetrates the egg and they combine to form a complete set of chromosomes, the pattern to grow your entire body is contained in that zygote. The brain that becomes the control center for everything else and the source of your consciousness develops from that single point and expands to a level of complexity not unlike the vastness of the universe. An estimated 86 billion neurons which emit electrical impulses and just as many non-neuronal cells combine to form roughly 172 billion brain points. Then there are also endless nerve fibers and trillions of neural connections. Now, back to the universe with its 170 billion galaxies, each with billions of suns that emit light which travels to and is received by trillions of planetary bodies. So both of these systems consist of networks of points that emit energy which is collected by nearby receptors, and both of these systems grew from a single point to inhabit a totally isolated expanse of time and space. So, is the universe one giant brain-like network capable of the same kind of awareness and consciousness as we have? Maybe. More significantly, if the universe exists as a functional network transmitting signals in the same manner as our brains, does that give the notion of God a more scientific basis to its existence? Either way, it's something to think about. So the next time you look out at the stars, consider the possibility that the network you are looking at is the same kind of network that you're looking at it with. And is it just me, or does that oval image of the background radiation of the universe sort of look like what you see when you close your eyes?